start from
So,
looking
okay,
into this.
you say that I have it. You said that I paid someone according to your dictionary definitions. I never paid anyone to write that. I did.
If I could just go over the story I've got so far, you can feel free to correct me once I'm finished. That would be,
Mhm.
I guess, the best way to do this. So, soon after the initial email thing, there was I was informed of the presence of an erotica story focused around Mpreg, starring me as the
Okay,
protagonist
which
who gets pregnant. That's all I'm saying
I
is
have. Yes, which I have told you already. I did not write it. I did not pay someone to write it.
okay. Well, I was then told that you were the one who posted that in the Skype group. I'm not saying you wrote it. No one told me you wrote it. What they were saying was they were speculating that you had possibly commissioned someone to write it.
Okay, I did not. If you're using commissioned to mean like to pay someone or to have it be done as a favor and I return it in some fashion, I did not ever do that.
No, not like an art trade on DeviantArt. More like oh, does someone, like pay $35 and I will poorly draw a line image for you kind of commission.
Look, that's what you said in your definition.
You see, that's what I was, I suppose I phrased that really poorly. That's my bad. But what I was generally getting at was that from what I had heard, it they were saying that possibly you had paid someone to write the story.
Like I said, I didn't have money at all freshman year, so how would I pay someone?
Okay. So you didn't like commission it.
No, I did not commission it.
But then did you ask anyone to write it?
No.
Okay. Do you know who did write it?
Well, here's the thing. I don't even remember if I was the one that posted it in there. Now, who's ever now I was, they actually like saw that.
Yes.
Okay, I do not.
Snippets of it were copied and pasted into the chat.
No, but are there pictures proving that it was from me from the Skype call, like
No, they didn't.
screenshots?
They didn't take screenshots. I mean, I can check real quick. So I'll be back right away.
Because if there's screenshots that say, "Oh, I copied and pasted it," whatever, I just want people to know that A, I never paid anyone to do it. B, because how would I pay them? I don't have money. And B, that I did not write it.
Okay, update. So, according to Matt, apparently the chat was actually not like deleted. Not archived, but it still exists. It's just private.
Right.
Could, in theory, go through if you wanted to, try and find it.
I can go through? Okay. I don't even know if I have the.
I think Matt is the only one who has access to it, and he could do it.
Is Matt in there?
He's in the main chat.
Oh, well, he's not listening, though, is he?
No, you
Which
can
one?
only listen over channels.
Oh,
And yeah, so
I don't remember who wrote it. I want to say somebody, but I don't want to get it wrong and then have them be like shit on. You know what I mean? If I get the name wrong or if it, because obviously it would be someone that knew you because how would they just come up with a name like Grady out of nowhere?
well,
It's
you
not.
see what I was being told. This is just take this with a grain of salt because I have no proof of this. This is just what I've taken away from the snippets I've heard about this.
Mhm.
It is that theory one is basically that You had asked someone, I'm not saying this is true or not, this is just one of the theories, that you had asked someone to write this Mpreg story for you, and that you had decided to post screenshots for whatever reason.
Right. Why? Okay, I'm not saying that I'm offended by this. I'm not. I'm just saying that um, why would I have it for my pleasure of someone that I know? That's, like I said, that's fucked up.
Well, you see, given the fact that, uh, you did have a ginormous crush on me at the time, and the
Okay,
fact that your deviant
that just that just happened to. Okay, I said this in the chat before. I had a crush on you way before winter of freshman year when I gave you that email.
I'm aware, and I've said that it was posted prior to that. I was just informed after the email. As in, they were keeping it a secret, but after you had messaged me, they thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and inform me of this because they thought I should be
Right,
aware.
right. The time that I started liking you was after the first Model UN meeting, if you want to know when that was, which was like what, back in like October, November. So this was before winter time of freshman year, like our first ever Model UN meeting,
Okay,
or
well, I
not
mean,
meeting.
Will, get the fuck out. He was gone.
Oh, Will, I see him. Okay, he's in Maine now.
Uh-huh.
See, I don't ever remember saying to anyone to write this fan fiction or to, and like I said, I never paid shit to anybody. Whoever is telling you that I paid, I mean, I get it's a theory,
That was all speculation. They didn't
right?
really have any proof. They were saying commissioned, and I may have just misinterpreted what they meant by that. I suppose
Well,
request was the more accurate word to describe
and
things.
and like I said, I never requested anyone to write that. And I shouldn't say whoever is saying that I told someone to write that, I never did. And if they mean commissioned as in paid, that's not. I never paid anybody because, like I said, I didn't have money.
All right, I'll toss the commission theory out the window. But the other one is that you just happened to come across it written by someone else and decided to post it.
Yes,
I have two big
that,
problems with that one, though.
that, I get that because you're freaked out about it. I get that. It's that I wasn't posting it because I liked it. You need to understand that. Because that's something you're not understanding.
Well, it seems a bit overboard to ironically like several dozen pages
No,
of
stop.
fan fictions that you're hiding.
Yeah, I deleted them. You do realize I liked them because they were like, I don't want to say cute, but it wasn't a fetish of mine.
Okay, I'm just going to just personal advice here. Um, Apparently, if you were to Google your name, the first result would be the DeviantArt page,
Yes,
on
and
which,
like,
if you look at the
and
favorite
like,
section, you will find.
and and which I told you I deleted those because I do not like having a history of that anymore on my page.
Well, it's not on the things you've posted, but if you were to check favorites, you would find
Yes,
it.
I went into my favorites and I deleted those off of there. I told you this.
Alright, it's just I was checking like 20 minutes ago, and it's still there. So,
Yeah, this was in the past 20 minutes. I deleted all of those. And when you say 300 pages, that's not even true because almost all that other favorite stuff is like Gravity Falls, like just like drawings.
there was 300 pages, a large bulk of it, at least from the early things I saw, was stuff like that. I'm not saying 300 pages total of Mpreg. I'm saying 300 pages, a large portion of which contains that.
And like I said, that wasn't a fetish of mine or anything. I never was sexualizing it. I never was anything like that.
Okay.
Well, but people might think that I'm sexualizing it or something, and I'm not.
Okay, okay, I'm just saying that it's kind of odd that that is present in any capacity, if you get what I'm trying to say. Now, if you,
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm saying Mpreg is weird. It's
It is.
kind of peculiar to find that on someone's personal page. Now, I'm not saying that is a fetish by any means. I'm not saying
Well, it is a fetish, but I wasn't using it for
I'm
a
not saying
fetish reason.
that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, but I'm trying to say that I had it on my favorites, yes, but it wasn't for a sexual reason. Like, I get that it's weird, but it wasn't for anything, like, I wasn't getting pleasure out of them. I wasn't.
Okay, okay. Right, I want to cut you off right there. So, if not for that, then, if I may ask, what exactly drew you towards them?
I don't even know. This was like a long time ago.
All right, all right. I'm not trying to be overly intrusive or anything. Just if you could speculate, you were saying it's like you thought they were kind of cute, not in like an attraction kind of way. Just
Yeah.
okay. Well, do you think maybe then?
No, I didn't post it because I thought the story was cute. If you're talking
No,
about
no,
that,
no, 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 no. I'm saying that apparently, according to them, you had posted it
who's
in the,
who's who's them?
as in some of the members of the call or the Skype chat.
Okay.
They don't want me to do like specific names, and besides, I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
no shit. I know shit. I can see why. Because then they think I'd be pissed at them.
Yeah, I suppose, all in all, it doesn't matter that much, all of the specific details, the why about it, but I guess I want to find it just as sort of closure, the whole situation, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, like, I just wanted you to know that, like, I didn't. It just happened that I started liking you around the time that you found out about that.
Okay, alright.
It was just pure coincidence. I did not post it because I was. I didn't post it just because I liked you. I didn't post it blah 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 blah. What is being theorized?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Well, then, I suppose if I can just get more to the main
And if
reason, the actual, you know, cream of it.
and if they're
Um,
gonna say that, and if they're gonna theorize that I wrote it, why the
it,
fuck?
it's pure speculation just for shits and giggles, really.
No, I know. I'm just saying, why the fuck would I write it if they're gonna theorize that?
They never said you wrote it.
No, I'm saying if they're gonna theorize that. I never said they did. I'm saying if they theorize it.
I don't think there was ever any discussion like that saying, oh yeah, they had discussed or even considered that you had written it. That thought never occurred to them.
No, I know.
Alright, but anyway, if I can get to like the main gist of what I want to know, really.
Which is
So,
what?
I suppose three main questions we'll get to.
Oh god.
No, it's fine. These aren't very relevant to you at all. Well, to you personally, I think, given the situation, you would probably have at least some knowledge of it.
Right.
So,
Okay.
first would be, it was, I'm not sure who told me this. They could have been bullshitting with me or something, but they told me their may or may not have been poorly photoshopped pictures to go along with it.
Poorly photoshopped pictures.
Okay.
That, yeah,
Can you verify that in any way?
that
Did
site
somebody
about
exist?
that. I don't know if they exist or not because because this sounds brand new to me. Like
Okay, I think
like
they could be
completely.
bullshitting, but generally how they described it was that they, whoever made it, took my yearbook photos, or maybe like a full body picture of me, if they had one.
Yeah, you don't take pictures, so how does that work?
I don't know, maybe someone would have, maybe whoever wrote it did.
And like I said, this is all news to me. I don't even know what you're talking about. If I don't know what you're talking about, then I cannot answer this question that you're asking me because I do not know any of the information involved.
Uh-huh. Okay, I mean, I hope you can understand that I would be inclined to be at least somewhat paranoid about the situation, right?
Yes, I get why you're paranoid. For God's sake, I get
No,
it.
I'm not trying to be confrontational or anything. I'm just saying that,
No, I know you're not trying to be confrontational. I'm just saying, like, I get that you're paranoid and everything. It's that I I may have posted it, but it wasn't because I liked the fan fiction or anything like that.
hmm
I think I was we were probably going over cringy shit because that Skype chat was
yeah,
so
part of it
fucking
was that
dead.
they were posting uh, fan fictions about people in there. So, motives don't really, I suppose it isn't even all that relevant. So,
What are you talking about?
I mean,
Like,
whatever reason you had to post that, which I'm assuming is just,
because I
I
already
seem to be getting that you just posted it because you thought it was cringy.
yes,
Okay, yeah, I'm saying,
I you but yet you didn't listen to me in the messenger chat. That's the thing. You kept saying, "Oh, you paid someone to write it." Blah blah blah. It's like I told you numerous times. No, I didn't. How would I have money to pay someone to do that? Why would I? That's just the thing. Why I was
okay,
sort of
okay, moving on. Question number two. Uh, shit, I think I only have two questions and not three.
the less the better. I'm kidding. The less the better is what I was just gonna say. But I'm just
Pictures
kidding.
exist. Okay, no, I remember the third.
Oh God.
The second one. Do you know at all if, and if so, where I would possibly find, any traces of that?
Oh God. You are asking information that's like 2 years old.
All right.
Found
So
it.
I'll ask a follow-up to it then. Do you have any clue as to who would have
You,
written
you
it?
are you already asked me this. Like I said,
And we kind of pivoted away from that before I could get an actual answer. And I'm going to preface this with, no, I do not intend to go after anyone. I'm
no.
not saying I'm
The,
going to take your word as gospel. I'm just saying, if you have a clue at all as to who
no,
could have
I'm saying
possibly written this, that
I'm
would be, at least some form of closure to this, I guess.
well. The thing is that it's not gonna get closure because I don't remember if there even was a. I know that there was somebody who wrote it, obviously, but I don't know if uh, they happened to talk about it and then like they like wrote about it or if they
All right. You know,
just
I'm not
wrote
asking
it.
for a motive. I just want to know if you have
No, I have no idea, and I want to say a name, but I don't want to get it wrong, and then like they'll be pissed at me.
I swear to God, Swear to Christ. Swear to Zoroaster. Swear to Zeus. Swear to Jupiter. Whatever other deities I have to swear to.
What was the second one that you said?
Uh, let's see. Let's see. Swear to God, Christ, Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, Zoroaster, Zeus,
Zoroaster? Who is that?
prophet of Zoroastrianism. Uh,
What is that?
and I guess Jim Jones too.
Jim Jones. Don't you mean Alex Jones?
No, Jim Jones, leader of the Heaven's Gate cult. You know, the Kool-Aid people killed themselves.
No, I don't. But
Anyways, I
whatever.
think more people in a cult killed themselves. That's not the point. I'm swearing to all the deities I know that I will not go after this
No,
person, and
you
and you can
don't.
even pitch out a name.
I
We'd really just move on to making retarded jokes about said person. We wouldn't go after them. We wouldn't
well,
do
I
any of that
know,
shit.
but I don't want inside jokes to be said about a person if I get the name wrong. That's the thing.
And I'm saying that's worst case scenario.
But see, I don't remember at all because this is 2-year-old information. This is information from 2 years ago.
I
Um,
understand that.
I don't
You're gonna
remember
be
any of
41
it.
here in 9 months. So,
But whatever, I don't remember it.
okay. But trust me, nothing will come of this. I just
It
would
better not because I don't want junior year to be remembered for this at all.
I swear to God, half the people on this Discord don't even go to Irondale. There's a guy here who lives in New Zealand.
Oh Jesus.
That's Will, by the way.
Yeah, I got worried when Will was in here. I'm like, is that Will Harmon? Who is that?
No, he actually is on here though, but he never comes.
I'm guessing a Mayor of Freedom is Shane or something.
Yeet yeet.
I knew it by the Alex Jones thing.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to guess. Other than that, yeah, pretty much everyone here is Mal's view wouldn't know you from anyone else, wouldn't know anyone we're discussing from anyone else.
Well, right, but even then, like, Shane knows that we're talking about this one on one, and it would just be like a joke. It wouldn't be like anything super serious, blah 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 that went on because
Yeah, exactly. Worst case scenario, I make a retarded joke to him, he makes a retarded joke to me. We leave it at that.
right, like you guys have like that conversation that's like, oh, this doesn't leave Discord, blah blah blah.
No,
It's
he is
like,
not one to reveal a secret. Trust me.
well, right, I know that he's too much. He's too much of an edge lord to do that. To be really honest.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give a little anecdote just to give you some evidence of his credibility. So there was this guy I was friends with when I went to St. Anthony. His name was Rollin. Then he moved up north, moved all around the
Uh huh.
neighborhood. Like I think he's around Duluth now. But anyway, around the last time I contacted him, he had begun becoming more and more douchey to me, and had met Shane recently. And this guy was just kind of a douchebag, unhygienic, disgusting jerk of a slob, you know,
Mm.
big piece of shit. And after he had instigated a huge fight with me for no reason, not only was he giving Shane a play-by-play as he tried to instigate the fight,
Uh,
he
oh
then
my
went
god.
Shane trying to have him buddy up with him and to completely abandon me altogether.
Oh my god.
Relayed everything onto me. Much of it left the two of us at all, and he ended up completely blocking him. All that stuff. He is
Oh
a
my
really
god.
weird guy, and
Right, he is. Well, plus Shane's my friend. He would have never even if he was like listening in on this whole entire conversation, he
mhm.
wouldn't share anything with anyone.
So with all that being said, given the fact that worst case scenario is Shane sees this, or that people who don't even live in the country aren't in our school district see this.
It's just gonna be jokes. That's all it's gonna be.
It'll be a self-contained joke that won't be in any way relevant outside of
Like
the server.
best case scenario, it'll be like dead by 2 months into school. Seriously, like
Best case scenario is I tell it to them, we don't give a shit, and it just dies there.
it's gonna be dead, but right, it's gonna be dead before school started.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, with that all being said, do you think you actually have any clue as to
No,
who could have written it? You don't have any name that you
no,
can even throw out there as speculation.
no, I don't. I know I'm not the most helpful person, but then again, I can barely remember what I did 2 days ago, let alone almost 2 fucking years ago. That's like,
Technically, 1 year and 10 months. Thank you very much.
oh my god, stop it. You sound like me. Except for I stopped giving a shit a long time ago.
Yee. All right. So
So are we just gonna leave this here and then I can go talk to other people in my Discord? I shouldn't say mine, Emily's.
wait, which Emily? Just out of curiosity.
The one is that's transgender, the one that I always hang around.
Uh,
Which other Emily do you see me with?
there are like 40,000 people named Emily.
Yes, I get that. I get that, but it's like, what one do I hang around the most?
I don't know. I'm not exactly familiar with your social circle. There could be like 10 different Emilys whose Discord you're going to, for all I know.
There's only like one of them that's an actual friend, one of them that I know from choir, one that's like an acquaintance that I don't really talk to a lot, and then
Okay.
and then there's like
Anyway,
two of them I don't talk to. Anyways,
I am really just kind of begging you. I would feel a lot better about this whole situation if I could just hear a name. I don't even care if it's right, if you think it's right.
what?
Just anyone, anyone at all, you could speculate.
I I'm sorry, I am not helpful. I am not giving closure. I can't for the life of me, and I will not say a name. Like I know you're not gonna go after them, blah 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 blah. I'm just not gonna say a name and have it be an inside joke and then have it turn out to not happen and then, we start all this up again. No,
If I
no
could
but
just
like
have like a toss back and forth with like Shane and maybe Santiago or whoever as a joke
well,
that never leaves here. Do you have like any? I'm just saying
okay,
you don't even have to genuinely believe what you're saying.
what part of I don't remember and I'm not going to give out like any names do you not understand? Like I don't mean to sound mad. I'm just saying like I've told you 3 times
See,
already.
from this context, it seems like you don't remember exactly who did it, and you'd rather not reveal names. You see,
No, it's no,
also,
it's
given those two things, though, one, we are not looking for, I'm not looking for an exact name.
no, I know
It's
you're not, but the thing
something I
is
can
that
pin it on for just the sake of having something to pin on.
no, but see, the thing is that the reason why I don't want to reveal names is because I want to give out the person, and if I can't give out the right name, then it's not going to be very helpful at all for neither myself nor anyone involved.
It's not leaving here.
No, I
In
know it.
douchebags, we joke about anyone and everyone.
No, I know that, but I'm not gonna have you. If I say a name, I'm not gonna have like any person, be. I get that it's not gonna leave the group, whatever, whatever. It's that
I understand what you're saying. It's just, how about this? I promise, I absolutely promise.
I I heard you the first time
No,
you
no,
said
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm changing what I'm saying. I promise it will never leave my lips as to what name you're giving out. I will never tell anyone. There will never end up being an inside joke about it. None of
No,
that.
I don't care if it's used as an inside joke and it never leaves the chat. I never
Okay, I'm just
as
saying.
long as you weren't coming after the person. That's all I cared about. But the thing is that it would bother me if I said any names and they were incorrect. It would bother me the most.
Right. I'm just
That's
saying.
what.
Can you
That's what.
bullshit with me? Can you just bullshit with me?
I don't want to. Why don't we just leave it as like some anonymous thing, or you can like speculate. You can speculate yourself. That's not me who may have wrote it and like have it as a joke. That's what I'm trying to.
And what I'm getting at is that
Oh my
weird
god.
fucked up fan fiction of me arises. I'm now getting paranoid about it.
I
And I
proved
just
what
need to have someone to bullshittedly pin it on.
you need it. You need
Frankly,
to.
I won't believe it. You don't have to believe it. None of that shit. Could you just bullshit with me and play into this delusion for me? It never leaves my lips. Any of that? Can you just give it a name, just for the sake of bullshit?
I'm not gonna give out a name in the sake of bullshit. Or do you mean like in the sake of bullshit, as in like no one really is gonna believe it?
As in, no one's really gonna believe it. Just the very act of having a name would
So it's sort of
it
like a
would hurt
mad.
me. Just kind of
So
like
it's,
how have
um,
you ever heard about how just the very act of writing down something helps you remember it better?
yes.
It's sort of the same concept here in that if I'll have a name, I'll be satisfied. I don't even have to believe it. None of that shit. Just
So it's sort of like a Mad Libs thing. It's like pronoun, whatever the fuck, or noun or whatever. It's
sort
sort
of.
of, fine. Let's just say like if it's for the sake of bullshit, and I hope it stays the sake of bullshit because I do not want this person to be fucking mad at me considering that they're a friend of mine. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about even right now.
Uh,
I was saying Callie, but you know, like Callie as I'm saying Callie as in like a it's just like a bullshit type of thing. Like I'm saying it as like a joke of like,
no, no, no. I get what you're saying.
right, I want to make myself clear.
Just having a name, that's all I needed. I personally don't believe it. We're all good.
Right, I don't believe it either, but you
Yeah.
wanted a name and it would get you to stop.
I do
Like,
kind of want to just stress, not like in a confrontational way or anything, just that I actually really do appreciate that you just kind of played along with my bullshit.
about
Because just even the act of playing this out has actually definitely eased my mind a lot about the whole situation.
well, it was obvious that it wasn't bullshit. It was clearly obvious that you were actually paranoid about it and you wanted to talk to me about it because I was the one who copied and pasted it.
Well, yeah, I'm more getting at the name. I'll drop the situation from here on out. I
Right.
won't bring it up to you. I won't bring it up to anyone else.
Well, right.
Just
Yeah, you better not bring it up to anyone else. A lot of people are friends with Callie, and if they get wind of it, she'll get pissed at me if it's wrong.
no, we're good. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go talk on Emily's Discord if they're even still on. Can I be like, I don't want to be kicked out, but like, can I not be a part of this chat just because like I already have so many? I don't need like this one because I barely talk to any of you in it. You know?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one last thing.
What?
Can you promise not to bring up any of this conversation whatsoever to anyone.
As long as you don't.
Oh Christ! I think the very act of revealing that someone wrote about me being pregnant is enough to try and repress that.
Oh, you mean like not bring up the conversation to anyone?
No, just yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Just I don't want anyone else to know of the existence of this thing.
Like you guys can joke about it, but you're not gonna say it to the outside world, whereas I can't say it
Yeah,
to
exactly.
anyone.
Well,
Whereas I can.
most of the people here have already seen it from the copy paste.
Right, so I just can't bring it. I just can't bring it up anywhere else. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, yep.
I'm gonna even forget that this happened probably tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right, bye.
I'm gonna try and repress this whole memory. Muchas gracias.
Huh?
Muchas gracias.
Oh,
I get extra retarded when I'm tired. So
same here, but okay, bye.
bye. All right. So, San, can I make a request real quick?
What?
Feel free to cut out like those 20 minutes of me trying to bargain with her to get a name.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut like some of it out, and I'm gonna try to like.
Okay, so highlights. She completely backpedaled off the entire thing and basically said that uh, she had no part in it. She reposted it. So I ended up asking her three questions at the end after she had backpedaled off the entire thing. Does she have like any proof that it existed or anything like that? And consensus is that Matt would have to check the archives of that Skype thing. Uh,
What?
He denied the existence of any pictures, which was the second question. And then the third one, I had to spend like 20 minutes haggling with her for this one.
Yeah, it was just back and
Does she
forth.
have... Oh, it was fucking annoying. Does she have like any name that she could even speculate on? And she had a bunch of reservations like, oh, you guys better not harass them. If this is an inside joke, you better die down before school starts, all that bullshit. And, you know, I do have a hunch that...
Just give me the fucking name, bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
He,
Bitch.
he was, yeah, he was just
She
trying to
would've
get a name
immediately
from her,
responded.
and like literally, he assured her that like no one would even know that she would even like freaking be known to have said any names, basically.
You know, and clearly that was bullshit, given that this conversation is occurring now.
Yeah, it was entirely recorded, everything.
But yeah. Anyway, now that we finally got through to it, she gave me a name that she was saying was bullshit, but the way she was phrasing it made it seem like she was pretty sure that was the actual case, and that she was she didn't want us to do anything in response to it, and given that I had convinced her that I wasn't going to believe the name regardless, and just like how writing down something allows you to remember it better, the very act of saying a name would help ease my mind with all this shit. I think she actually did go as far as to give me the real name.
That yeah, the real name that she thought.
Is it Abdi?
Oh no, 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 no.
I mean, I probably would
Far,
It's
far
far from
worse.
Matt.
Wants to take a crack.
I know the name.
Flightless Nightingale.
Thank God. I think that was the only option that could have possibly been worse.
It would have been so funny though.
Yeah, I was getting worried given that she had brought up his Discord.
Is she going to it?
Yes.
Yeah, she just went to it actually.
Tell her to link us.
What?
No.
No.
I already banned her. She's banned, I believe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you,
not here.
Sam.
She's not even here.
Ask her for their Discord link.
I do not want that Discord. I don't want even
I am
anyone
just
to know
going
it.
to give you
Did
the
she add
name
you as a
that I'm
friend
gonna take
on Discord?
Grady, so that's pretty much what happened, or is there more?
I've got the name.
What is the name?
It was Blake the whole time.
Ugh. Okay. Oh
What?
dear God.
Shit, what?
It was Callie.
She thought it was
Callie?
She thought it was Callie.
Motherfucking Spencer.
Are you
fan has proof.
This part is even being recorded too.
Oh, wait, am I on camera? Hadab, 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 hadab.